energy output, right?
They're saying Trench was shot dead. The situation's getting worse.
Hello, Jesse.
Alright, let's figure out what we were doing here. Okay. Still can't go in there. Oh yeah, this was the timed quest. Dudes at me. Oh, sneaky fuck. That's better. That hit him as I hold it towards him. Holy shit. I'm strong today. This is bad. Oh, wow. They're failed. It sucks. F in the chat, right? I wonder if I'll still have that quest when I come back. Probably not, since it said it was failed. So I need more health, more energy. To get all that, I need more ability points. Load screens are a little rough in this game. Okay. Gotta remember what all my buttons do here. Yeah, it's gone. There are one chance. But they're probably also randomly generated, so I'm sure I'll get more. Okay. Where am I going? Find Marshall. Where am I going? Find Marshall. 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 Research parapsychology. It's telling you where to go. But where are those things? I guess I'm gonna have to check out places I wasn't able to go before. I have the air dodge, but I don't have... It doesn't go far enough. I don't think I can get across that thing in the furnace chamber. Guess I'll have to see if I can check out these question mark zones here in front of me. It does seem like when I grab stuff, they are kind of released from collision so that they go through stuff so they can get to me. And if I can't find anything to grab, it'll just grab it. It'll spawn a random rock out of the ground or something and give me that instead. Here we go. Right, this stuff isn't getting caught on with the railings, which is also good. Gotta remember that I can dodge, man. Buddy, hope you liked him. Well, maybe hope you didn't like him, I don't know. What the... Oh. That exploded, okay. I thought they threw like a fire grenade at me or something. Going this way. Right? How do I get to that elevator? Is that up top? Downside of doing everything in one chunk. Stuff kinda doesn't stick. Hey, how do I get this? Oh, that was easy. Material? Oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oof. Derp. Downside of these random projectiles, they get stuck in the air. Oh well. How do I get up there? I don't remember. Did I get up there before? I can't remember. Not quite enough, huh? Or shoot stuff at them. Noted. Kind of feel like that up top is either inaccessible or I have to come through another door. Or I need to be able to fly or something like that. Maybe we can go around. Where's this taking me? Through here. One complaint about the map is that you can't really tell the layers apart, and I don't have a way to flip through them, so it's hard to tell where I am exactly. Sector elevator. Promising. Where am I now? Maybe this is what I was looking for. Security level 2. I have that. Well, I clearly haven't been here before, so this is progress of some kind. Unless You, reviewed by Captain Lopez. These days, most young adult novels intertwine the coming-of-age story with either a contrived dystopian setting or a tragic romance. Unless You managed to do both. In the story, the protagonist and her love interest search for a cure to a virus called the Fix, which is simultaneously killing her and spreading across the whole world. To find the cure, they go on expeditions to dangerous, uncharted territories. The people all live in walled cities now because of dystopian future. Like the megacities in Judge Dredd. And along the way, they just have to fall in love. I liked how we never got to know if the fix was ever actually fixed. The ending was bold, especially for a young adult. The main character succumbs to the fix when she's so close to the cure and commands her love interest to go on and save the world. She knows this is the end for her, but that the job can still get done. She dies out in the unknown, alone and surrounded by danger, but never loses sight of the goal. That's a good soldier's death. I give this book 3 out of 5. I feel most of the teenage angst is a little lost on me, but I'd recommend it to my brother's kids. That seems to be a microcosm of the game. Are you telling me Jesse's not going to survive? I could have gone another way through that door I unlocked. I hope I don't forget about that. That opens from the other side. Looks like I'm going a way I need to go. Elevator. Oh, research sector. Bingo. Oh, it's a whole new zone. I didn't even end up where I thought I was going. I guess that fits this game, huh? Boosh.
I'm Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Somebody thought this video would make for great internal communications. I'm looking at you, Mr. Tomasi. So, this is where the magic happens. Anyway, I've been here for 24 years now. I've always been here. And through those years, we've made astonishing discoveries, authored studies of grave importance, and in all this work, there is one thing we know, and that's how little we truly know. Rest assured, we're committed to keep pushing the known laws and borders of reality, and to make the Bureau proud. So, welcome. Assuming you have the necessary clearance, and do follow the safety protocols. Read the manual. Otherwise, bad things will happen.
Research sector, huh? Home of the Bureau's mad scientists.
Let's switch back to the Shatter for now. Shield strength. Well, looks like I need to find the node to get through there. Getting some Nier Automata flashbacks here. Bad times down there. Hey, you're in the way. Synchronicity is a phenomenon long recognized by the wise, but only recently given a name by science. It is how we rationalize events connected by no identifiable causality, yet clearly conjoined in purpose. How does a dream foretell an event in the physical plane? Why do hounds bail at the death of their master, which has occurred miles away? The world is unified in ways we do not yet understand, and sometimes we stumble across these invisible, unseen chords and wonder at the result. The visionary Carl Jung laid the road. Now we must walk it. My fledgling research department will make it our mission to reliably reproduce some kind of behavior by the close of 1959. Once done, the mechanics of synchronicity will lay themselves bare in due time. We are striding into the future of science. History may not remember our names, but God himself will. It's a little, megalomaniacal? Wouldn't you say? Oh well, you know how these scientists are. Parkour. Hey, so I was just wondering about the plants in research. Is it really necessary to sing to them? I mean, that janitor does have a nice voice, and the plants sure seem to like it. Maybe he could just switch it up a bit? I'm getting pretty tired of the tango. Where did these plants even come from? No one seems to remember when they were planted, and people like them a bit too much if you ask me. Are we being invaded by houseplants? Worth looking into. Oh, jeez. Seems like while I'm streaming this, the Wi-Fi goes haywire. So I keep losing connection on my desktop. But the stream is uninterrupted, so that's something. Oh, okay. Oh, get jibbed. Somebody's still alive. Oh, shit. Hey, boys. Looking for me? I'm looking for you, too. Ooh. Didn't feel nice. Fuckers. Oh, Jesus. Rude. Wish I had some health regen. I really do. Ooh. That sucks. I have no health at all. Sniper. Did I live? Phew. I I think they gave me a freebie on that last hit. I didn't have much health, but it still didn't kill me when I got hit by a rocket. Maybe they make it so that you can't get fully killed. Like, you have to be down to no health before that'll kill you. Possible AWE in which an unnamed individual experienced transcorporeality via a phone line. Event is notably similar to another one in which something happened. Event is believed to have been caused by something, and as a result of the following measures have been taken to prevent something. Cool story, bro. Projectile boost. You gotta kill the energy nodes, or whatever. Oh, an astral blip. I need that for an upgrade. What? Came back. Okay. So they gotta be hit within a certain amount of time. That's the way I need to go, I believe. Check out the rest of the room. Probably get our asses handed to us again. Fuck, I forgot about the shield too. Yeah. Oh. Not allowed to do that yet. Thresholds have always been sources of great inspiration and great challenge. When a new threshold manifests in the oldest house by something, we never know what new discoveries it will provide to the Bureau, but we must always seize these opportunities. This report will examine the process of distinguishing recent threshold effects based on the utilitarian possibilities. The quarry brought black rock, one of our most invaluable discoveries, but if the mold has any scientific value, it has been difficult to find due to the lengths we must go in fighting back this particularly prolific plant. That's hard to say. Particularly prolific plant. These are very distinct cases and worth comparing as their study offers vastly different dangers and rewards. Pretty good about including bathrooms. But, still no mirrors. Right through the door. Intrusive pattern. Ain't nothing, huh? Okay. Fuck it. I heard that coming. Hi. Bye. Whoa. Take a seat, young Skywalker. You guys got like a control node somewhere I could have? That'd be great. Turn down the music. Answer questions within 2 minutes of listening. Did the song elicit any particular memories? If so, please elaborate. Did you at any point feel a strong emotion? If so, what emotion? Did a clear image of a weapon appear at your mind during the song? If so, elaborate. Provide a detailed description of your current surroundings as you see them. Have you ever heard the murmur of voices when no one is present? If so, what did they say? Do you hear them now? Please choose from one of each of the following pairs. 1 or 2, A or B, day or night, apple or orange, burn out or fade away. It's obviously better to burn out. Everybody knows that. Holy shit. Marty McFly's like, what?
It's time, run wide, and royally cavalier to burn, ignite. I do it for so much less when all is made.
Think something happens if I listen to this whole song?
There is nothing else, and here we stand, the sweet
Speakers aren't moving. Immersion broken. Song. Get drunk.
so white, so still, so bright. It's almost too painful now. I'm ready.
Well, if that's something, we'll find out later and come back. Oh, God. Oh. It's not hurting me. Interesting. I could have sworn I walked on this stuff before and it did hurt me. Ah. I can't press this button. Oh, shit. What the fuck is that? His nodes. Oh, jeez. Dicks. Oh, give me a bunch of those all of a sudden. Oh, crap. Bureau snipers specialize in eliminating threats from a distance using the telltale searchlights affixed to their rifles to search for targets. His snipers are no less lethal. Their corruption has not changed their tactics. They usually clearly prefer to maintain a good distance from their target, waiting in elevated positions for a clear shot. Care should be taken in open spaces. Check the balconies. I should note that the rifles are equipped with a bayonet for close quarters combat, and his snipers are well aware of how to use it. Did I not get a hiss node thing? I guess not. That was the mission that popped up.
Welcome to the research sector of the Federal Bureau of Control.
Alright, I watched that already. You really want me to go that way? I think I went everywhere I could go downstairs. Lovely.
She's in trouble. I need to reach her.
Ooh. Bitch ass snipers, goddamn. Oh, that's why. I just realized I was in one of those quests. Man, they really ramp up the difficulty for those. Just shows you that I'm not actually good at this game. Please still be loading. Oh yeah, I don't have a node, so it had to drop me back here. Up already, didn't I? I don't know. Can't see shit. I don't know, this looks the same to me. Holy shit, it took a shitload of damage. here to begin with. You get locked in. Ah, god damn it. I was throwing it. You saw me throw it, but I was too slow. I didn't realize I had grabbed the grenade until it was too late. I might be accidentally farming materials by doing this. Get to know this hallway. Book it. Fancy. Good. Ha! Didn't hit that time. Bitches. What is your emergency? Hello, I'm here. Can you hear me? I can hear you, ma'am. Where are you? I'm inside the wires. I'm lost. Ma'am, have you been drinking tonight? I feel like I'm stretching through the wire. Towards you. Don't hang up. I might go if you hang up. Go where, ma'am? Go. Gone. Away. Okay, and can you describe your surroundings? Ma'am? Hello, ma'am? Dispatcher attempted to call the number back, but it was no longer in service. Dodge efficiency. Oh, yeah, I forgot that uses energy. Is there anything to do up here? Doesn't look like it. Really like a node. Oh. Found it.
The astral plane. Similar to an iceberg, what you see is not what you always get. Regardless, this place is vitally important to the Bureau. Most information on the astral plane is classified, but we can talk in broad strokes, keeping in mind that these are staggeringly complex systems, and simplification does them no justice. Now, the white non-space The ever-present inverted black pyramid. The board, all linked. Intrinsically tied to the oldest house, tied to the director, the process of choosing a director, tied to all objects of power in terms of who controls them. Yes.
Yes. Huzzah! Still short on points. Okay. Pierce. Sniper rifle-ish. I would love to make that. Can't afford it yet. Wow, it goes up to tier 5. Take that. Ooh. Kill Hiss Rangers with Shatter. The Astral Exhibition was originally built for the astronauts to use as a training location, a place to grow accustomed to the sights and sounds of the astral plane before diving into the real thing. We could have done a better job with it, but someone was being stingy with the budget. However, once we discovered something, we decided to repurpose the space. Similar to how zoos hope familiar surroundings will affect the well-being of their animals, we hope to observe the something's behavior in an environment similar to its home dimension. So far, it just breaks everything we put in with it. But Rome wasn't built in a day. Addendum. New naming conventions have been established for the astral entity, now known as Astral Spike. Updated terms in this report have been redacted. Astral Spike, huh? Is that a new thing I'm gonna get? Oh shit. Is this a model of the building? Break, I fix. I break, you fix.
An early hypothesis was that the mindscape of the astral plane is subjective. But that was fast proven wrong. It's an actual place, not a construct of the mind, even though it is with our minds that we enter and experience it. But then, one could argue that that's the case with all reality. We've been able to record footage of the astral plane by monitoring the brain activity of those experiencing it. That is the only concrete material that has come out of the astral plane expeditions. Apart from one shocking exception. In the astral plane footage, we're always in the vicinity of the pyramid. We've concluded that this, not the entire plane, is what the board controls. We have glimpsed movement, native species, always in the distance, and yet contact was made. We don't have footage of this, a technical malfunction, but when one of our astronauts returned, a brain cloud, an astral fugue, had hitchhiked a ride in his head. It ruptured out, killing the subject in question. It's a relentless predator, pursuing thoughts, minds, lethal to those the entity feeds on. Proper containment protocols are to be observed when dealing with it.
Oh, that's reassuring. That's one of those things that was in the other place.
I can't believe they keep that thing here.
I don't want it. Why am I going in there? I don't want to go in there. No. Hey. Whoa. Oh, okay. Ah! What the fuck? Where does this go? Oh shit. Ah. Okay, okay. Alright. What the hell? Okay. Well, something's missing here. Clear on what closing that door does. So we're gonna push something. Nope, that just opens the door. Ah! Oh, he fucking needs to be in here. Right. Oh, still open. Alright, motherfucker. Wanna get rancored? Follow me. Phew.
What was the Bureau doing with that thing?
Okay.
Someone answer, damn it! We need backup down here.
Marshall, are you still there?
Shit. We're so close. We need to hurry.
This is what I needed the Pierce for. What's left? Shit. Music slowed down. Whoop. Mind your own business. His clusters are unique in that they are concentrated manifestations of His resonance without the need of a host. His clusters are dense, spherical compressions of His resonance that serve support functions in the hierarchy of His entities. The clusters are capable of replenishing His host with infusions of resonance. This does not heal any physical damage inflicted on the organic host, but rather seems to rejuvenate them, allowing them to endure more bodily harm than normally possible. The fact that the His makes an effort to preserve its corrupted hosts underlies a level of awareness and discretion that was previously just speculation on my part. Can this entity be considered individual or simply an extension of the Hiss as a whole? Capturing one alive would be quite interesting. Well, I agree with that. Look at the big brain on Brad. This study extends the works of Irving Janis, Robert Barron, and others by proposing strong causal links between groupthink and the passive or active use of telepathy. To prove these connections, the Parapsychology Department carried out variations of Solomon Ash's original conformity experiments using a telepathic individual as the subject. Extensive qualitative and quantitative data resulting from these experiments was then used to identify telepathic interference within the group. Further empirical findings suggest measures can be taken to safeguard against telepathic influence on behaviors by engaging in something. Rather boldly, this stands to revolutionize decades of groupthink theory and provide new directions for further experimentation in the mind, including manipulation of something or other. Alright, let's check the rest of the room. I wasn't really able to focus on any of this while I was fighting. Nadine, send this to research for analysis regarding my precognitive powers. Urgent! Dr. Darling, last night I had a dream. In the dream, I was given the solution to a staffing problem I've been presented with just yesterday. The problem is of a confidential nature and must therefore remain unclarified here, but I can assure you that the method through which I received this helpful information was undeniably paranatural. I can only draw the conclusion that I possess exceptional precognitive abilities and as such offer my services to the Bureau's research teams. We must utilize my powers for the greater good. Mr. Francis Bertram. Probably got shot down for a date or something and he's salty about it. Ah. So they finally used Doc Brown's mind reading thing. He said it didn't work. Turns out it did. Before using the recording devices, please ensure the following safety measures are met. Ensure the volunteer is securely fastened in their chair. Ensure the hood is placed over the volunteer's head. This will prevent the volunteer from taking in visual stimuli during the record process, which can lower the quality of captured footage. This also prevents recording technicians from viewing the volunteer's face, which undergoes muscle spasms during recording that some consider upsetting. Check if the volunteer is comfortable. Activate the recording apparatus. After recording is complete, check volunteer cognitive ability using the provided questionnaire. Reminder, do not be alarmed if the length of recorded footage exceeds the volunteer's period of unconsciousness. Astral dilation is a known issue. If any problems arise during this process, contact your supervisor. This is the door I came in from. No, I came down those stairs. Darling here. Some of you are curious why I had these sensory deprivation tanks installed. I thought I'd shed some light on this subject. Maybe some of you have heard of Dr. Yoshimi Tokui, the man behind the hugely popular guided imagery experience tapes. Apparently his tapes go beyond the normal meditative qualities of such things, but create genuine hallucinatory visions in some listeners, or so the reports say. We brought these tanks in to test Dr. Tokui's tapes for ourselves. Plus, there may be some stress-relieving uses for the staff down the road. I think we could all benefit from some time in a dark and closed space, don't you? If you have any more questions, feel free to stop by my office. You know where it is. Just a second. Dr. Yoshimi Tokui, a Japanese citizen residing in Tokyo, has produced a series of guided imagery experience audio recordings that have gained notable popularity around the globe. Due to his unusually swift rise in fame, along with reports of a vivid reaction accompanying the use of his tapes, investigations sector staff were asked to look into Dr. Tokui's background. We found no past incident with an altered occurrence, nor any evidence of an involvement with an altered organization. However, agents that attended a signing event reported something when hearing Dr. Tokui speak. We recommend that the research team obtain an audio recording of Dr. Tokui's voice and perform any and all relevant analyses. Based on the findings, the investigations sector will determine the next steps regarding Dr. Tokui, as well as his eligibility for the Prime Candidate Program. Get it, Doc. Wait, is that really all? Yeah, I can't go down there from here. There we go. Ugh, claustrophobic. Oh, that's a mission. That's just a normal submission. Both tapes are in places I haven't been yet. That's nice. God, it's easy to get turned around. Gnosis lab. Oh shit, these dudes are allies.
I see it. Another object of power? They're just standing there, mesmerized by it.
You guys gonna turn bad when I grab that thing? I bet you are. Ooh. Tahiti is a magical place, huh? Huh? Oh. What the hell symbol am I supposed to be making? Huh. This looks like another submission. Good news! The Dr. Tokui tapes arrived this week. Finally. You really should have used same-day shipping. I sent them out to Dr. Darling and Dr. Harrington to check out before we begin serious examination. If you need them right away, I checked Dr. Darling's room in the ritual office. Can't wait to start testing Dr. Yoshimi Togui's famous guided imagery experience. Yeah, okay. So... there it is. Oh, it's actually on screen here. Okay.
Please state your name for the record. Paul Warren, astronaut first class, and you are aware that exposure to the astral plane can result in death, disability, personal injury, corporeal untangling, cognitive collapse, loss of ego, and partial to full dementia? Yeah. I am. And you acknowledge that your use of the astral conduit, aka the X-ray light box, is purely voluntary? Yes, I do. Perfect. Your suit is good? Okay, you're all set. Open the door for Mr. Warren, please.
guys. I'm just gonna have this, okay? Some shit's gonna go down in here. You haven't told me how to do that. Can't do anything. How do I seize? Maybe I gotta check my controls. Use C is switch open square. Okay. Where's my tutorial at, yo? Am I crazy? Did I miss something here? Can't damage it. How am I supposed to seize it if seize only works when they're at low health? What the? Ugh. So I can't hurt the gold one. And there's these rogue shadow ones running around. Maybe I can hurt those. I guess. This is kind of frustrating. Killed it. That's not helpful. So I'm taking it over. Fuck! That prop sucks ass. Okay, so so that's my ally now. Okay, yes, yes. Getting it. Getting it. Oh. Just fucking died. Oh my god. Fuck this. At least I know what to do now. What do I need more? Energy or health? I don't even know now. I need to be able to equip more mods. That'd be pretty helpful. Excuse me. Fuck. God, that takes forever. There's gotta be a way to speed that up. It's good ability though. Oh, I need to leave on my own, eh? And they're all dead.
Their brains were fried when I took over the object.
Sucks to be y'all, I guess. Ooh. It's so weird. Why did they do that? Yeah, you got more abilities. Oh my god, that's not even that much health. 5%, ooh. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I'm way short on those. Got everything else.
Marshall, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who is this?
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm coming to help.
Faden. Hold on. I'm setting the elevator for you. We need to talk.
You got that right. More of you? Really?
That's so long, it's actually worth it. Ooh. Heh. Hey, back here. Okay, okay.
Welcome to the party now. Marshall is right down the hall.
Cool, I'm gonna go over here. And that's why. Discovered in the home of Agent Somebody after his young daughter complained of being followed by a rubber duck. According to Agent Somebody, the matter was ignored, believed to be the result of a child's imagination, until he began to hear quacking at night. After discovering the item hiding in his daughter's closet, he brought it to the Bureau for study. It was discovered that Agent Somebody was bringing known paranatural materials into his home, illegally taking them outside the oldest house. How this may have affected the creation of an altered item is being investigated. Agent Somebody has been terminated. No unique procedures needed. The object is a light box used to examine X-ray images. This image cannot be removed from the light box. The information on the image belongs to a patient named someone. The object allows para-utilitarians to forcefully seize an individual's will. The seized individual becomes bound to the user. The effect lasts an amount of time. Once released, the seized die as a result of the psychic trauma. A janitor named Somebody bound the object at St. Anne's Hospital in somewhere. Soon the building's occupants were mind-controlled by him. The Bureau dispatched an emergency response team to acquire the perpetrator and acquire the item. Fatalities numbered in the dozens? Maybe. I don't know. That's all guesswork. I wish I knew how to get more ability
Marshall's eager to
points.
speak with you now. She's just down the hall.
Thanks. I'll take that. Eh? What's happening here? Am I
There you are.
petting it?
Don't
I don't
worry.
know. There's Marshall. What? God, that's almost legible. I bet if I really tried, I could read that. Security level 5. These guys aren't looking so good.
Congratulations on your appointment, Director Phaeton. I'm Helen Marshall, head of Bureau Operations. Zachariah's dead then, and I assume you found his gun.
Just call me Jesse. Trench told me to find you. He said you could help.
And he told you this through the hotline. Makes sense.
None of this phases her? Really?
Here's the situation. Darling created the HRAs in a lab nearby. We need more if we're gonna survive this attack. My rangers can't secure the lab alone, not against those things. We need more firepower.
At least she seems to know what's going on here. She could know about Dylan. I can clear out the hiss. I'll be your firepower.
That's a good answer.
Is she testing me?
Darling has systems in place to protect his labs. This should help you get past them. We'll talk more after you clear out the hiss. Rangers, let her through. We'll have to lock the door behind you. Sorry, but we can't risk a breach.
Jeez.
I see rangers over there. We have to help them.
Where's it generating? Not cool, dog. Jeez. Anybody live? The Hiss warped wield only paranatural abilities, similar to drifters. They were able to telekinetically shield themselves with nearby material and launch objects at their target. These entities are particularly destructive and difficult to kill, possibly indicating a greater internal reinforcement of Hiss resonance. Why do certain Hiss display paranatural abilities while others rely on Bureau firearms? Do certain corrupted entities have less potential than the hosts that become Hiss warped? Or is this perhaps an indication of evolution or maturation of the Hiss corruption? Are there other stages of evolution yet to be found? What if the Hiss inhabits a host for a month, a year? Do hosts expire after a certain amount of time? Does the corruption become too strong for an organic body to endure? Only time and well-documented observation will tell. Let's check up this room. Oops. With the recent arrival of the something, there are glaring gaps in the Bureau's ability to educate and raise a young... There are no other kids for them to play with, and he is expected to learn about a frightening new concept. Grandmother's complicated. Someone will require a slow, something friendly introduction to paranatural topics. With this in mind, allow me to introduce The Threshold Kids, a television show in which a cast of cheerful puppets explain the dangers of living at the Bureau, but show the fun side of the paranatural. Budget would be minimal. I took a few puppet making courses at my local community center. We can have research staff build the sets, record the footage, and even do the voices. It would be good for morale, and I guarantee they will respond positively to these videos. We can't expect the child to enjoy lectures of people in lab coats, but as television has proven for years, kids love puppets. Alright, I think I'm going to take a little break, and I will come back next episode.